for sure. It's been a year and it was too late, so I was afraid to ask, but what does Lakocharita mean? What does Lakocharita mean?
It means like puppy or a little puppy, and I mean honestly there is no meaning. This is like, I don't know, I started saying it with my friends in a group of Discord and then it became a meme.
Here we are, and you are in the finals in Munich. Talk to me about that ending, because it came a little bit out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that they really wanted to get the position for the soul, so we were like, just run it down mid and force them to base, right? And when I saw that Oscar canceled them, I'm like, wait, we are actually ending. And yeah, it was a bit anticlimactic in my opinion, because like it was like such a banger series, and then it was a bit weird. But yeah, it was fine. I will take it.
You're happy with it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What steps did you actually have to come back into this game, Razork? There's times where that game 5, it looked a bit doomed. Like, what you take away from coming back in that one?
It was a hard one. We actually, not like we gave up or anything, but we actually knew, oh, wait, we are a bit fucked. We are not in a great spot, so we need to try to look for something. We did the mid play. It worked pretty well for us. So yeah, I guess this is what we learned from the G2 series in the finals. Never give up, and we can always win, and this game paid off.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, indeed. And you kind of doom MDK to playing G2 again, and you avoid them. Look at your coaching staff. They were probably super stressed also, but you did make it. Oh my God. Talk to me about like playing versus MDK, and then they do things that do not make sense, right? Because the Nidalee comes out, you guys beat it, even though it gets a lane advantage. Then they blind pick in Nidalee, then they still win the game. Then in the last game, there's an Amumu on your screen, which I know you know an Amumu because you probably played against it before. You probably don't want to say if you did it in scrims, but how do you make sense of this? And is it like more tilting to lose to something that you're like, this shouldn't work?
I mean, I don't think what Mad Lions is doing is bad or anything. I think they just come with a clear plan. And I mean, Mirwin probably picks the Nidalee because he wants to have a strong laning phase. And actually, I think like this champ has prior against almost every champ. Then the champ is not that great, in my opinion. Like, I'd rather have a Cassante at minute 30 than a Nidalee top, probably.
Yeah.
But I think he's doing his job. And if you actually don't have practice against Nidalee, I think as a top laner, you can get destroyed.
Yeah, do you think that kind of the magic of MDK, because now they pulled out a lot, right, versus G2 already and versus you guys, do you think it's going to be less effective to say maybe if they meet you again in Munich?
I mean, I don't think that's the whole plan that they have. I feel like, okay, Mirwin is doing this like weird picks and stuff. I feel like Mad Lions as a group, they actually understand the map pretty well and they are pretty solid in early game. So I actually feel like it's not all about, oh, if you just like understand how they want to draft and pull these pocket picks that they have, you can 3-0 them easily. But I actually feel like they're a really strong team.
I would agree with you specifically of that game 1, right, Guldborg, because we were all expecting maybe crazy picks, but they played a standard, great game, front to back, making the right decisions. And I think it's easy to go into like, oh, the Nidalee or oh, the Amumu, but that would be kind of disingenuous to what Mad Lions has shown in the season finals.
Yeah, absolutely. I think at first it just felt like they needed cheese to win the games, right? Sometimes against G2, we're just bringing out whatever they really felt like. And I think it's good that this team is capable of then showing, hey, we can play other champions than just the cheese. We actually know how to draft the standard blue side composition as well. But then you have that aspect where you also just can suck the enemy team into whatever chaos they bring to the Rift. And there was a lot of chaos today as well. And I think that's a big strength, because if you're able to control that chaos, knowing what your picks do and the enemy doesn't, I mean, that certainly gives you an advantage.
Absolutely. Guldborg, you wanted to take a look at a special replay with
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could bring that up. So there was a game 4 that looked very much like you guys were capable of winning that game. Razork, do you mind explaining this replay to me?
Yeah, I mean, I think our NAS was ending. We just wanted to take tower or inip and get out. I think we overcommitted with frontline. I think, in my opinion, we should just hit frontline and we are pretty much winning. I mean, June makes a mistake here, and yeah, Fresco, we had a good flank. He survived with 1 HP. Yeah, I mean, I think the third game we should also lose, and they made like a lot of mistakes. I think this one was in our side. So yeah, it was back and forth.
So that brings an even more important question. I'd be hella tilted if I lost that game. How did you guys bounce back from that?
Well, I wanted to scream after I went backstage because I actually felt like there is no way we lose this game if we just like don't do anything crazy. And yeah, it was pretty annoying, but you know, in a best of 5, you have to still be focused. There is another game. And even though we were really behind, I think we kept our minds like cool and we actually come back.
As a follow-up, and if you don't want to answer, you don't have to, but of course we know that around the MSI, you know, you had positions where you were really talking to the team because you feel so passionately and you are that leader, and you talk now about like, I really wanted to scream, but I didn't because we have to keep our head in the game. How do you feel you're at in that part of being kind of the captain who has to make sure that everyone stays cool in these situations where it isn't over until the last Nexus fall? I mean, you see that today, you'll see that at Worlds as well.
Well, I mean, I think today I didn't have to do much of a step up as a captain because I feel like my team were all very like calm. I feel like Noah made a really good job. Like even though the game was really, really bad, he was like, "It's okay, guys, we can win. I will carry." He was like very positive and really confident, so I'm really proud of him. And I think outside of the game, after we lost the 4th game, it was a bit like, the mood is like, oh my God, we shouldn't lose this game. But I feel like everyone was still in the right mindset. So I think we didn't have to say anything. I think just focus on the draft that we wanted to do on Game 5 and move on.
Yeah, move on to the finals. You'll be waiting in the finals, you'll be playing either MDK or G2. You get another chance, and not just another chance, right? One on the biggest of stages. Like, how much are you looking forward to the fact that you get to try and do it again in front of all the Fnatic fans in what will be, we know it already, a super difficult best of 5 for the trophy?
Yeah, I mean, it's like the dream that I'm chasing for a long time. I lost 4 finals, I think, or this is gonna be my 4th final. I lost 3 finals already, 3 of them to G2. So I mean, it would be really great if we could beat them in season finals in the big stage. My parents are also coming, so it will like be extra motivation for me. So yeah, I mean, I hope next week can be a really good week for me and for Fnatic.
So what learnings do you take now from summer, which obviously you were in the same position where you were waiting in the final. You're now waiting in the final again. How's it going to go different this time around?
I mean, I think G2 and MAT are really different teams, so the preparation, it's going to be like a bit different. We know one day before who are we playing against, so it's not that easy to prepare, but I feel like we should just trust ourselves. When we play against G2, I don't know, it just feels like players are a bit more anxious and more stressed to do plays, or we just need to calm down, trust ourselves, be confident, and I think if we play good team fights and we are playing good mechanically in a good day, I think we can beat both teams. We already did. Yep. So it's just having a great day, and if we have a great day next week, then we probably take it home.
Oh, wow. It's going to be super exciting. I love the fact that the final bracket is like teams that have beaten each other in best of 5. So we know that it is possible, and it might be possible again. Our Kia player of the series, we didn't crown him yet, but it's Oscar Rinnin, who had a lot of stake in this match also, Razork, right? We've been talking about the story a lot, about him versus Mirren, and look there, the fact that he was so sad in Montpellier, having to look from the sidelines. Are you really happy that he gets another chance?
Well, I think he deserves it. I think he improved a lot. And yeah, I mean, the incident last year was probably like a big factor for him to actually step up today. I think like he really wants to prove that he's one of the best top laners, if not the best. And I think Game 5, he was finding insane angles with the Kennen flanks. And I think he was the reason why we won.
Okay, I would say also the Gnar maybe, you know, even though it didn't work in the laning phase. Crucial alts. Who's going to join them in the final, you think?
Yeah, who do you think is going to join you in the final?
You.
I was going to ask you that question.
I mean, we went Game 5 against both teams, so I actually don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, just whoever goes to the final, it will be a banger, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think no matter what, that lower bracket match with G2 and MDK will be a banger. A rematch of the series that G2 couldn't finalize themselves, where the Nidalee pick was born and apparently utilized a lot, even though they said
I don't
they wouldn't
believe
do it
anything
again.
they say, by the way.
Yeah, it's true. Like, well, listen to the mic check. It's hilarious, but don't trust their words.
No, because it's a comfort pick, apparently.
It's G2 in a stadium. What do you want me to say? There's 4 rookies as MDK. It'd be massive if they're able to step up in that atmosphere, but they're G2 for a reason.
Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait for next week, and I I left my front door open, just like MDK. So we're going to have to sign off.
my God.
Thank you so much, Razork. Congratulations. Have fun looking at your opponents, and we'll see you in the finals in Munich. Thank you all here in the studio for being here the entire year. This was the very last show. You were amazing. Thank you for being here every week, and we'll see you next week in Munich. Bye-bye.
We come to this place for magic, to the Riot Games arena, to laugh, to cry, to care. Because we need that, all of us. That indescribable feeling we get when the lights begin to dim and we go somewhere we've never been before, not just entertained, but somehow reborn, together. Dazzling images on a huge LED screen, sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our players feel like the best part of us, and stories feel perfect and powerful. Because here, they are, the LCS. We make playoffs better.
Humanoid's on his way across to bolster the attack, and Mirwin, even with an all-out, can't get out of that.
Even now, they're getting him muzzled on the top side. Alvaro gets him!
Oh my god!
You're fine, no, Miri?
Buy with me, guys.
Come back.
I'm far away. I knew it, bro. You won't expect it.
All out, Alvaro coming in, looking for the auto. He dredge lines the wall, but he can still get the auto down on Oscar.
Hey, well played to Oscar, you know. He did well.
Follow. Go. Look on the 7,
I can follow there more. Well played, boys. Slowly.
I can stand Cassandra, okay? I stand him. Look.
Yeah, I kill him. Don't give it.
Yeah, I can tip it on my second. Nice!
Hey, I'm going to throw out Zoner.
Oscar.
Oh, Oscar, hang on.
Oscar.
Grab.
Oscar. Oh my god! I think they can be a little greedier. Seismic Shot misses here, as does the Unraveled Earth, and you can't miss those Humanoid.
No double jet Tristana.
Nida. I can kill in 2 seconds, guys. Look at my Q. No, I don't want. Very good, guys.
Nice!
Oscar running with an arm into the wall. Briscowi's stunned up with the wallop. Briscowi's down! Betty Stradamus called it, it seems.
Look, Talia.
Bro, we team fight like we are caught.
Do not, no? I can kill her with Warmog.
The dash in from Jun is blocked by the Unbreakable, and Fnatic went forward, but the only place they're going is back to the fountain. Curse of the Sad Mummy, Noah has no flash, no cleanse, no hope. Elioya brings a tantrum, and Noah is sent back to the fountain.
No. Nice! What? Let's go! What the? Nice.